Welcome, Yuki fam, as we prepare for 2024. This is your update for today. We have the website update and the channel orientation update. What that is my way of saying I'm going to give you an orientation for the channel. But first, let's talk about what's coming up for the rest of the week. We have a Fortnite event. We have a Fortnite End of the Year Festival. End of the Year Festival. It's where we try to get as many dubs as possible for the end of the year video. Let's see if we can get more W's. And then we're gonna have VR chat tonight and Thursday. But let's get started with the update for the channel. So first, this is the website yukiproductionsyt.weebly.com. I know it's long, but the reason why it's that long is because I have not paid for a membership yet. Find out more information about that in a moment. So this is the homepage of our website. I have changed it a little bit. So as you guys can see here, I organized it into different sections of Yuki Production. First section is called Gaming. Second section is called Productions. Next is called Podcast Blogs and Characters. And I'll go over each section in a moment. So as you can see, I have already listed some of the games we are playing in 2024, and I have a tentative schedule for January already. Now keep in mind, this is not final yet because I'm still looking for a game. I'm still looking for an indie game to show you guys. So the main featured game for January in terms of the channel is gonna be Mario Wonder. I actually have the game. I'm ready to show it off. But we have no idea what the days are yet. The weekly game is going to be Mario Maker 2, but the days are still to be announced. And we're going to have an indie game to show off, but I'm not sure which one it is yet, and the days are still to be announced. I will have a full schedule on December 31st. Now, where are we streaming in 2024? Will you be on YouTube, possibly Kick, a new platform called LiveSpace, and we might even try a new platform called PeerTube. That is not YouTube, that is PeerTube, something different. PeerTube is a different platform altogether. I'm not going to introduce it today, but I'm going to look into it. But it looks interesting. For VR chat, and here's where it gets a little nice. Here's where gets a little tricky. VR chat in 2024 will introduce Francis the Hedgehog for the first time, and it could be as soon as January. So your characters for VR chat in January are Infinite, Francis the Wolf, and here's the tricky one: Francis the Hedgehog or Shady. And I say or because if Francis the Hedgehog is not ready yet, then Shady will take over. But if Francis the Hedgehog is ready, then he becomes the primary target for the schedule. Then Shady can go on a Tuesday or Thursday. Here's the caveat to Francis the Hedgehog. He has a selected day, and that is Friday. However, because I'm in church volunteering on Fridays until May, his day will be Saturday. So for the moment, until May, it's Francis Saturdays. Then after May, all the way into the summer season, it's Francis Friday. So you have that contingency. You're gonna have a contingency where excuse me, not a contingency. We have a concurrency where it's going to depend on what events are going to happen. Because I'm still church volunteering, we're on break for the holiday. But because of that, so Fridays right now is going to be Fortnite only. Fridays, Saturdays, when Francis the Hedgehog is here, we're going to be saving that day for him. Then, in the summer, starting in May of 2024, Francis the Hedgehog moves to Fridays for VR chat. And then when I go back to church volunteering, it comes back to Saturday. So we're going to flip flop between Fridays and Saturdays. Okay? But the same time at 5:30. and then Fortnite at 9:30 on Friday night. For our new channel, Yuki Gaming, this is not Yuki Gaming Indie. That's a different channel altogether. Yuki Indie Gaming is going to be our indie gaming channel where we discuss indie indie games, including a game I'm working on by myself. Yuki Gaming is going to be games that are not Mario, that are not Pokemon, and that are not the games you see on my channel, my main channel. These are games you normally don't see. So, for example, we're going to have Fallout 3. You never see that on my main channel. Human Resource Machine. That's a game, that's an indie game that you never see on my main channel because it's a game that I'm going to check out. Just for a little context, Human Resource Machine is a game, is a puzzle game that's nerdy. It is a computer science based game. I am not kidding. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I have the time to look into it. But we're going to take a look at that game in January for Yuki Gaming. Competitive games for the month of January, we're going to include Fortnite Fridays, and we're also going to return to Rocket League. You may have noticed that there is one game missing, and rightfully so, and that is Call of Duty. And you might be wondering, why no Call of Duty? What happened? What's going on here? Well, the reason being is because there is a reason why I'm not returning to Call of Duty for a bit. And that is just because I'm waiting for the maps to return. I'm waiting for Fortune. I'm not Fortune Escape. Yes, the original map, the the Rebirth Island to return. I want that to return first before I go back. And we're only gonna be doing Resurgence and maybe BR. That's it. No multiplayer. No normal multiplayer for COD. Not in 2024. I'm sorry, but I want to go back to BR. Reactions for the month, and it's going to go to Yuki Productions, Francis the Hedgehog, and Infinite Zone is back. So we're going to feature Gia the Dark Angel and Tavarius Later Peace. Of course. We're back to reacting to Gia the Dark Angel and Shadina, basically. Yes, Shadina, my favorite. I think on Tavarius' channel, everybody loves Shadina, so might as well. Join the party. Games in 2024. We're going to have standalone games and weekly games. Sonic Forces Overclocked. That is a mod of Sonic Forces. That's coming up. Luigi's Mansion Sweet Moon is a mod of Luigi's Mansion. Super Mario Wonder is coming in January. Potential preview this week. Pal World is an indie game in January. Pal World is Pokemon with weapons. I am not kidding. Shadow the Hedgehog game is going to come in 2024, and there are Yuki Coin incentives. I'm going to talk about that this week. Selected indie games, like for example, Human Resource Machine. Fallout 3 is not an indie game, that is an actual game. Ghostwire Tokyo is a game. Star Rail is a game. Human Resource Machine is a indie game. Weekly games. These are games that are going to be featured every week on a set schedule. Mario Maker 2, VR Chat Live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Fortnite Game Night is Friday night. And here's where it gets tricky. This is why Francis the Hedgehog is going to get a little tricky. VR Chat Live with Francis the Hedgehog Fridays as Francis the Hedgehog. Or Saturdays depending on what time of year it is. That's live. That's 5:30. That's a regular timing. And then there's more. There's another edition of VR Chat with Francis the Hedgehog on Facebook, on FB. So not only does our regular YouTube audience get it, our Facebook audience will also get a piece of the new boy, of Francis the Hedgehog. They get a piece of him, you guys get a piece of him, Therefore, you all get a piece of Francis the Hedgehog. I'm excited because of that. Blogs. There are 9 blogs, I think, if I count this correctly. 369. No, there are 10 blogs. 10 different sections for you guys to look into. We have gaming news, the indie zone, gaming commentaries, and Mario Maker Yuki. Mario Maker. I have decided to drop the Mario Maker Yuki name and just change it to Mario Maker because it's all Mario Maker material. Um, Gaming commentaries and gaming news is different. Gaming news is gaming news. Gaming commentaries is where I talk about the actual gaming industry. We're talking about business stuff. We're talking about money. We're talking about statistics. We're talking about all that good stuff. Gaming news is IGN. Is anything like from IGN, GameSpot, all those regular stuff that we talk about. That's goofed over there. Production blogs, VR chat news, regularly scheduled VR chat news on Thursdays, every 2 Thursdays each month, according to them. Yuki Game Development, I have some news about that. I'll explain in a moment. Yuki Story Time. Yuki Story Time is about, like, other than gaming, what do I do outside of gaming? So I'll talk about my grandmother, for example. I'll talk about playing bingo. I'll talk about my recent travels to Barcelona, Lisbon, all that. And I'm going to actually have a video for you guys this week about my trip to Barcelona. I'm excited to do that, but I have to fact check because I took some notes during this trip. Then reaction blogs, the character blogs, Francis the Hedgehog and the Infinite Zone. When he reacts to both of them react to something. Okay? And then here's the channels in their respective section. Okay? So blogs, blogs, more blogs. Now I want to show you guys the channel layout for today. And here is your channel layout. If you want to see this, it is on the main channel. Yuki Productions on the bottom. It's after Infinite Zone 2.0. So here are the channels for 2024 in order. Mario Maker Yuki is Mario Maker. That's it. Yuki's Indie Gaming Zone is for indie games. So if you have an indie game you want me to check out, or I'm going to develop my own game and put the blog on there, that's where that's going. Yuki Speed Zone is speed running for Mario. That's a speed running channel. So remember this stuff? I'm bringing it back. There's more coming. There's be more coming. Yuki's Fortnite Zone is starting in January. Actually starts tomorrow. We are still doing Fortnite tonight, but because I activated the channel for live streams late last night and I forgot about it, it has to start tomorrow for live streams. Francis the Hedgehog is not a gaming channel, but there is a big caveat. When he comes when he comes officially, I might make Francis the Hedgehog a gaming channel in addition to a reaction channel. So not only is he going to be reacting to stuff, he's always going to be playing games for you guys. What games is to be announced. One of them could be Sonic Forces Overclocked. I'm going to wait until official detail comes into play. Production channels. You may have noticed that I don't not have a Yuki Storytime production channel here. And that is for a good reason. I'm gonna keep it on the main channel, but the blog is still gonna be up. So here are your production channels. The Infinite Zone is going to be reactions. You, you, Yuki Game Dev. I want to talk about this channel further in a moment. I'll explain why in a moment. Yuki Creations. is anything that I make in terms of like VR chat worlds and VR productions. Obviously, role play and VR chat. Okay, now let's talk about this game development channel I have. The one with Shadow's face and the one that has 73 subscribers. What is this about? And why is it changing? So if you guys remember, this used to be my channel for game development and RPG Maker. If you are an OG follower of this channel, of the main channel, and I talked about game development, this was it. This was absolutely it. Because I used to do a game in RPG Maker, but it got too much. But for a little sample, just for a little sample, that is what it looks like. That is what the game looks like. Project Innocence. Does anybody remember this? If you're an OG, that's right. I used to do this stuff where you can change the stuff and stuff. I made a UI too. I found a way to make a UI, and we found this stuff here. And remember, this is all Final Fantasy battle thingy mechanics here. How many of you play Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy could be a game we're gonna play on the Yuki Gaming channel. So all this was here. Then I did tutorials on how to use RPG Maker MV. I even did tutorials on Yanfly plugins. If you guys remember that stuff, you are a true OG of Retro Yuki Gaming in general. Because that is what I used to do back in 2017. And I still have this, and I'm thank goodness I still have this. So I can look back on what I did. See this is one of my tutorials I did. The one for Yanfly. If you guys do not know what Yanfly is a creator of plugins for RPG Maker MV, and I used to do tutorials on this stuff. And back then, I was not called Yuki Gaming, Yuki Productions. I was still called Super Yuki for some reason. I don't know why called myself Super Yuki, but it worked. So this was used to be things that I used to do. Why did I stop? Because the main channel got more popular. Does that mean I don't not now know how to do this again? No, I can still go back to game development like this if I wanted to. But here's why I'm talking about this channel again. Because of game development being in the title. And remember, I'm working on how using the FPS engine from Calcins to make a game. Oh, and by the way, do you guys remember I made a poll for you guys in the main channel. Look at this. This is the poll I'm referring to. Oh yes, I have a lot of the various stuff to react to. I cannot wait. Where is that poll? Here we go. I am making an FPS game for my first game experience. With one kit should I do for the template? This game is to be like the style of COD. There are 7 votes, and you guys wanted me to use the modular multiplayer FPS engine with Phantom Photon multiplayer support. I would like to present that to you now. So here is that particular kit that I would like to present, and you guys voted for. This is the kit. This is the other one, but it didn't get both. So this is what you missed out on. I'm going to show you what you missed out on first. This is the multiplayer FPS MFPS 2.0 kit. This actually had like this, like loadout, store add-ons, all that good stuff. You guys missed out on this, and I could have gotten add-ons with automated integration, but that's okay. Maybe another time. Maybe next year when I learn more of game development. But here is what you are getting. This one. For $30, not 60, you get this. You're going to see this, but here's the catch. You can actually add some more stuff. Like for example, you can add a zombie game, zombie wave survival game as an add-on. But there's more. You can actually add kill streak, elimination game mode, and if you play with the low poly FPS pack, you can actually play that too. Co-op zombie survival for $15. You get to add a zombie game into that FPS kit too. You can also add this. So they have zombies for you for $15 or $30 at full price. Not too bad, not too shabby. So yeah, and by the way, there is one section of the site of the website I forgot to mention, and that is tutorials. So I'm gonna return to doing tutorials. I put it under productions, and I'm going to be doing tutorials on the FPS engine too. So a lot to look forward to in 2024, as you guys can see. So when are we starting the content year? We're starting the content year January 8th, 2024. However, previews and material will start as soon as tomorrow, tonight with Fortnite. We're going to be doing our end of the year event. Now, if this doesn't work, we will be doing Mario Maker. If Fortnite does not work, I want to give it a few tries. I want to give it a few days. If it doesn't work for a few days, then we're going to go to Mario Maker. And then the Mario Maker material will most likely be on Mondays or Wednesdays. I am still thinking I have to be very careful with scheduling and all that good stuff. Okay, a lot to look forward to in 2024, y'all. We'll see you guys at 5:30 for our VR chat, and tonight at 9:30 for Fortnite. We're gonna have some fun with Fortnite again. Enjoy.